I'm rarely going to salute Mr. Farage, but this evening I will. Farage has put out a very interesting video where he points out that Gavin Williamson is puerile. He's a child. He points to, well, among other things, he plays a little video from 2018 where Williamson is responding to Putin, and it is simply, well, it's a sort of threats that you would make on a playground. This man belongs on a playground, in a corner, I would say. And the sort of childish banter, telling people to slit their own throats or jump out of windows or whatever he's alleged to have said. And the pleasure that he seems to have taken as Chief Whip, finding out about his colleagues' peccadillos and proclivities. It's the stuff of somebody barely out of short trousers. And this is a man to whom we have given high office, and we've had him in a cabinet on 3 occasions, and he's been Chief Whip. It is pitiful. But not only that, we look around the rest of the cabinet and previous cabinet ministers since 2019. And we have to ask, is this the quality that we want? Are these the people who should aspire to high office? Is it that the correct people don't want the jobs? Is it that the better people are pushed out? How is it? We need a reset. We need to get the best. The politics doesn't work with twits in power. We've seen this. We need a better quality of politician across the board. It's not that we need a general election, maybe we do, but we need a reboot in politics. And Farage has pretty well put his finger on this. He's right. He's right. If Gavin Williamson is an example of what we want in politics, then maybe we just need to hang our heads in shame if this is what we have come to. And, we look at the etymology. Politics comes from the Greek word for city, polis. And civilization comes from the Latin word for a citizen, civis. So both of these words, to be civilized, to be political, is about the way we converse with others who may not necessarily share our background or our views. It's about the art of speaking. It's about the art of having a conversation. It's about the art of discussing something that we may choose to disagree about, as opposed to falling to fisticuffs or insulting one another or playing power games. I think we've got to a point where politics has become, in Britain, all about securing a vote. And the art of discussion and the art of engaging frankly with one another and recognizing that we have differences but we're in the same business that art seems to have been forgotten. It's all about winning the deal. It's all about putting money in our own pockets. It's all me, as opposed to service. We need, as I say, a reboot. And it may be ironic, but I think it's appropriate that Mr. Farage is the person who seems to have inspired this idea. We need to follow this trail, and we need to demand a reboot of our national and maybe even our local politics. We need to start listening to one another rather than taking advantage of one another.